Yo, 420 Kids live direct in effect, Oklahoma City bound to D-Town. It's going down. Knowledge is key. Dirty Mac and what's happening?
Yo, know me up. What's up to the east side, west side, north side, south side? Hey, the whole world. Where y'all?
Like that. What's the business? In today's episode, we got Finesse 2Tymes in concert. Gunshots fired in the club, 3 shot and injured. This is happening so often at concerts, and man, it's at rap concerts, man. We got to do better. Let's go into this next video article, man. Shit. It's like every goddamn we gotta start going to the old school concerts. Shit.
Finesse 2Tymes was forced to stand on business when somebody put their elbow all in his chest while he was performing in Knoxville, Tennessee. Wowzers, and guess what? That's when the big melee broke out and gunshots rang out in the facility. Yeah. Buddy got way too close for comfort for 2Tymes while he was performing. And by Buddy putting his elbow all in 2Tymes' chest like that, 2Tymes had to feel like this dude was testing him. So you seen him jump up and, hey man, say man, hey man. Hands get the throwing and hot leg get the flying.
Multiple people shot at the Finesse 2Tymes show. They started shooting inside the show, man. Hey, where you park the car? You got the keys to the car? Come on, let's get on the freeway, man. Get up out of here. Where the car? She got hit.
Joseph got close to Finesse. I had it on live. Did y'all see that on my live? What happened? I caught it right when Manning got close to Finesse. He weird. Nah, I ain't saying that. I tagged him too. Right when he hit him, I tagged Finesse 2Tymes. I tagged him right when it happened. Joseph bumped Finesse 2Tymes and I tagged him. The Manning, the break, somebody pushed him. He thought that Manning touched him. The break, yeah, and Finesse be weird. I tagged him right when they done it. Somebody pushed Manning on Finesse.
3 people are recovering after a shooting at My Canna Buds on Clinton Highway early this morning. Officers found 3 gunshot victims on the scene. They were transported to UT Medical Center with non-life-threatening injuries. Investigators believe multiple shooters are involved. Multiple firearms were found at the scene.
The owner of the venue and the promoter of the concert took to social media to say this: "Y'all, I don't know how much more my mental can take. Even though it was Finesse people who did the shooting last night and not Knoxvillians, I'm really getting to the point I just want to say F it all and give up and shut this down and move on to another project that would be less stressful. I got a lot to think about. I'm going to try to give me some sleep now. It's been a long night. My deepest apologies to everybody." They go on to say this: "Let's talk about Finesse 2Tymes, where all my mom shopped for all the money they made that night and shot our security guard." This was also said. Hensley, exactly. MFers don't want to talk about what really went on. Literally took over the front door and wouldn't let my mama workers at the front. Later, Finesse tried to fight my stepdad. Then a security shot my security guard and 2 other people. And in the process of that, Finesse had his mom and friends take lock boxes full of money that was not theirs. Is this the incident they're going to use against Finesse 2Tymes to put him away for good? You let me know.
That club scene is a difficult scene to handle. You're dealing with a lot of entities, man.
So how do the club scene work as far as you book an artist, they come through in that case. We in your club. Somebody pushed me into one of the artists. The artist like turn around like it's a problem. It started a melee. The artist people start shooting in the club. They shoot one of the security, and then they say, "Shit, it's time to go get paid, and they take the safes. Do he got a case on his hand?
You talking about the club owner?
Do Finesse got a case on because he acting
That's
like
what I didn't know. I didn't
hard.
know. Yeah, I didn't know where they talking about the lock boxes full of money. Why would they be able to have access to lock boxes full of money if they must have the door. They must have worked something out between the bar, and it ain't no way his mama should be able to touch the money because
she shouldn't be.
He get paid, like say he might want 20 bands. And he might say it's December January 3rd. So if say he want 20 bands, I gotta send him 10 now. He might not be available till February 22nd. You hear me?
Yeah.
So for he come on the stage, you pay him the other 10. So I don't know what and let's see, he probably worked something out where he get the door. I think they was in Tennessee too. So they was in Memphis, his hometown. Yeah, they in their hometown. So they probably worked something out with the dough. But yeah, I got to get all that money though. If they had something worked out with the dough, they need all that money. But if I'm getting shot, man, that shit is sticky, man. You're dealing with you're dealing with drugs, alcohol, gang banging motherfuckers, young niggas. You know what I mean?
Bro, but the artists are psychologically distraught. They feel like they got to be on their P's and Q's. They wherever they go, and that shit is creating energy is real. So it's like created. I don't know. We're going into a new year, so definitely trying to be careful of how I explain what I'm saying or how I relate this to people, but there is an energy that's been guided through what we call rap music, and now you do see what happens. It's a no-win situation, and it's not even the music. It's the energy now. It's the energy that has been cultivated and created that has created this. Now, I will say this again and again. And what we call in hip-hop from the beginning of this beginning of just rhyming words over beats. So we rhyme words over beats, and nobody's dealing with it, but you just block rhyming words over beats, rhyming words over beats. Everybody like it's jam, it's going hard. It becomes like sweeps the world to where the corporations see now that people are making money from this invention or this talent that they have. So they more so invest money in order to basically stop them from building their own system or seeing they recognize the influence and they invest in the influence. And they're like, okay, let's shape this influence on what they're doing. Are talking about what's going on in their places, but they showing you the love part of it. They showing you every aspect of it. So you turn and say, hey, we're going to call this gangster rap, and we're going to start the pipeline to prison. It's going to be bigger than anything we've ever put out there, bigger than McDonald's, bigger than crack cocaine. This is what's been put out there. So you replace this music and you create this kind of energy, and this is the result of that energy. However we look at it, it's the result of that energy. So now it's time to diagnose that's the result of that energy. Finesse 2Tymes is out of prison already as it is. He's been around people that have been killed, where it's creating a hostile environment amongst all these people that are called rappers. A person can just put an insurance policy on you, and you at all of these different shows, you just got to watch yourself every night. You don't know what angle, what might come from. You can't really trust nothing around you. That's just my take on this type of situation right here.
All right, man. Appreciate that insight, man, because it is happening so often. It's just happened. A lot of the times it has a famous name attached to it, so it gets publicized. But it happens too many times, also often. I done got in shootouts in my club. You hear me? Motherfuckers, it is a type of energy. I don't know. Like I say, I blame my personal opinion or perception is people is at a state of addiction. It's open carry in half of the states in America. The mental health crisis. Now you add drugs and alcohol to it, and the youngsters. Everybody got something to prove. Man, I feel the owner like, man, this is a headache. At the end of the day, man, I try to help, man, with and you at a party scene to where shit, it's kind of hard to control. But you're like, damn, man. So anything can happen on any given Sunday. So man, that's terrible. But I think it's more of a American culture thing than our culture. Shit. Because man, it depends on it, and it depends on the class levels most of the time. The people in poverty, the ghetto people, or the suburban people, or the upper class. Because it's unfortunate, man. The security, a lot of the times, the security amps some shit up, or your homies, everybody trying to, when a fight breaks out, everybody just gonna stand there and want to see a fight. We want to, instead of the guys that's being the peacemakers, like, hey man, y'all chill out. Everybody just, hey man, no. Motherfucker doing that, you can stop a whole bunch of bullshit just doing that. But everybody's so programmed, they want to see something pop off. To talk about it, they want to pull out their camera. I remember one time my business partner, which was the club owner, he's getting into an incident. He's a confrontational dude. The dude that we paid for security pulled out his phone and started recording. This is the type of shit that was going on. Motherfucker should have fired his ass on the spot. Hey, get your ass the fuck out of here. We paying you to keep shit down. Because most of the time, the men security, they hollering at the women. You hear me? Mm-hmm. I'm the motherfucking club owner. I'm like, how I'm getting to the fights before you? You hear me? You getting paid to do this shit, so. Man, and a lot of times people don't respect security. They want to say, if you don't got that police badge, you just another motherfucking nigga with a gun. You hear me? And shit, they didn't stop making yours. That wasn't the last issue that they made. So everybody got guns, open carry. Like I say, deaths is going to be skyrocketing. Half the states, you don't need any license or any training to carry. Everybody, you're 18, you can carry a gun. What? NRA, when they make weapons of mass destruction and death and shit, they say shit like, guns don't kill people. People with guns kill people. Motherfucker, I'm pretty sure the main object of death is the gun. So, they get diplomatic immunity, the IRA, the drug, even the alcohol corporations or companies. Here you can't sue Hennessy, but if somebody leaves a club drunk or bar drunk, they'll hold the bartender liable. You should have known he was drunk. What? You talking about he's sitting there drinking these cups of poison? Surely that has a little bit to do with it. But hey man, I just feel it, man. There's some stressful nights dealing with clubs, man. You got to protect the people in there, and you got the people who think they cowboys or gangsters or whatever. You hear me? Like, hey man, y'all go across the street and kill yourself. Y'all got to get out of here. As far as I care, but just y'all not, man. People they'll turn a $10,000 night into a $2,000 night, and you owe security $2,000 because everybody dispersed. Once gunshots, everybody dispersing in the club, and that's bad for business unless it's over. So that's my little take on that, man. That's a sticky situation. It's tough to deal with. You got real solid guys around because you got a whole bunch of lives that you protecting. You know what I mean? Especially when celebrities is there. In crowded areas like that, people not even really supposed to be that close to him. The dude got his elbow on his goddamn, man. Get your goddamn feet off of me, man. At some point, he like, hey man, what the fuck is this, man? What? You a man too? Man, get your goddamn feet off of me. You know what I mean? Why is you touching me? So it's a weird energy now, man. People be looking for shit. So, man, we got to do better, definitely, with the energy that is being portrayed with the young life. I've been a youngster, though, before, too. I'm 42 now, though. So, of course, my realm or my perception is going to be different than somebody in their 20s. I imagine if we was in our 20s, how it is now with all the drugs and guns out, everybody got guns now, bro. You know what I mean? So shit. That's my little piece on that, bro. It's crazy.
I'm gonna straighten this out. Totally. One of the first murders I remember in club, not first, but as far as these rappers just being killed in club, man, Doe B. He was an up and coming rapper from Alabama, and T.I. signed him. His own partners, ex-partners that he wouldn't let in the club free, they end up killing him inside the club. Like mad because he wouldn't, basically get him in the club for free. So, so when you start looking at, like I say, these artists are traumatized. However, this is not a burnt goal. This is not people that look like me problem. This is a mentality problem. There's some people that call themselves conscious, where they eating vegetables, turning on reggae music, hip hop. They listening to a different type of music, and you don't see not one or two people fuss or argue. This is a cultural thing as to where a certain energy has been appropriated and hopes to appropriate to all other people that look like that to develop a certain mentality. If you see the way Finesse 2Tymes reacts to thinking that somebody bumped him or somebody pushed him, if you look back at the video, the girl said that somebody pushed the person into him. So the energy that he came with as soon as he turned around thinking, shit, it didn't happen overnight. Dude been in the feds. He didn't have to fight, rap, scratch for anything he got. So by the time you get to that, there's a certain mentality that it's gonna take a lot to actually deal with that mentality and just be cool, especially when you thinking your life is on the line 24/7. So I say that this is a mentality that is being developed. And I'm not saying there is no wrong, there is no right. I can't tell a person whose life is on the line every day not to be damn near traumatized or traumatic or quick to pull before somebody else pull. When people was in the Wild West, they took big note, or it was like a big thing to be the fastest to pull. Shit, they would have duels. They would have duels where we're gonna put our backs. Whoever turn around and pop the other one first. Hey,
back to what I'm talking about. That's the American culture.
Yeah. So with this and that being said, you're going to end up being traumatized if you live like this every day. You're going to begin to talk to people with disrespect. You're going to eat bad. Because you're living for the moment. You're not sure if there's a tomorrow. So you're dealing with a people that have been thinking like this for years and years and years and years. People would come in people's family. Emmett Till, these people came in his family house, and his family seen the people that took their son, and they never did talk about or tell. They was told to be quiet and not tell these people that took their son from their house and murdered him. We all seen the pictures of it. So when you look at these cultures and you see what develops, it's more important to talk about how it got to that point. How did it get to that point? Then when you discuss how did it get to that point, now you can discuss what's taking place, because you've already discussed how it got to the point where it's taking place. Now people feel more openly talking about what they did or how they did it. The only thing is now if you say what you did or how it got there, you subject in the court of law. It's like it's so many rules to the end of what you're doing that it creates such a fear of discussion amongst the society. And that fear of discussion got to be broken down. Like, it's time to level this shit up for real.
Hey, man, I can dig that. And I definitely can agree with that, brother, man. That's deep right there, man. We always chop and pop on this subject, man. As far as the inception, just looking at us allegedly with the slavery, you hear me? And now look at the end result. Bitch, I'll kill you for nothing. And then when we say it's a mental health thing going on, African Americans always when they do shit like this happens, you know, the mental health is never evaluated. Now you have what's the little white boy who just killed 17 people in the Parkland massacre, shooting up schools? It's mental health. You don't know none of these people. They didn't touch you. You don't even know their it's mental health. But when we come to our shit, it's just being dumb and stupid. Niggas got into the culture, and that's why I be like, goddamn, we diagnose. We gotta address the mental health shit, man. Because once we start reaching in those realms of the parameters, the shit will start opening up to the mental or the mentality that we have as a culture of people, you know, in our neighborhoods, or just the inception of how we're being treated.
Did you see the dude in Moscow? I think Moscow, Indiana. He killed all the people, and they went and got him from there. They towed his car. Well, we got to get to that too. I'm gonna pull up. Let me see. I'm gonna pull that up because this dude killed several people, and they was looking at it like they don't know why, you know, or it's mental health. But like I say, that's the only part I don't like about this whole thing. The way the media works is that's mental health, but then you act like that's 2Tymes is not dealing with mental health. Like Young Thug is not dealing with mental health. Like Trap Boy Freddy is not dealing with mental health. Yellow Beezy, Mo 3, he's gone right here in Dallas. Like these people wasn't dealing with some type of mental health. Like people shooting at you, you're gonna develop a certain thing. Which if I'm gonna go out in a blaze of fire, like they did in the Wild Wild West. So when these people start looking and say I'm scared of black people, which people know, anybody that know me know how I'm about that word, black. Hey, my hat is black, my skin is burnt gold. That's just how I rock with it. You know, other people can do it, you know, well as they please, but like I said, we got to start getting to how it got to this point, because we're in 2023. A lot of the prophets, you know, people that prophesize things are saying, you know, these years that we've gotten to up into this year is just the prelude. It's just the beginning to what y'all think y'all gonna see, you know. So as we move forward, we need to definitely be cautious that we just see in the beginning, and it's only gonna make us better. When they say iron sharpens iron, when it is fire and brim and what going on out here, you know, hopefully, you know, the majority of people, they begin to see that there are no winners. There are no winners in this. You know, at a certain point, the mentality does have to change. But that change is not going to start with, even if somebody is wrong for something, they might be triggered. That you just don't want somebody to pop out and look like you're accusing the person. You know, at least break them down, show them the proof. But when they get in the corner, you might say, hey, you know, meet me over here, man. So we can talk about that. You know, that was wrong. And they'd be like, man, I don't know what you want to talk about. I ain't showing. You know, the person who is guilty of something, they don't want to show up or they don't want to talk about it. That's normally the way it is. You know, so we got to get to the point to where we having a hard discussion. So we show real life improvement. Like be accountable for our time, be accountable for how we treat people, you know, treat people with respect, because that's what you do. You treat people with respect until they show you some type of disrespect. And then if somebody step on your shoe and they say, hey man, my bad, don't look at them like, yeah, bitch, as you better say my bad. I gotta change them kind of mentalities. You know, I bump into somebody, I say, oh, excuse me. Somebody bump into me, they say, oh, excuse me. Oh yeah, God body, word life.
What if you be like, say, let's act it out. Say, you bump into me, you say, oh, excuse me. You hear me? I'm gritting on you. I got my baddest face. I got my baddest face on. So you double take. You do a double take. You already feeling the energy.
Yeah.
You know. It's like, man.
Oh, she don't make a crash out. But that's what I'm saying. That mentality.
Yeah.
It has to change. Somebody open the door for you. Appreciate it.
And these retrogrades that's going on. It's retrogrades going on. So that means people will juice you on this energy. You know, you could be in your own lane and still getting a wreck. You know, they're gonna crash. People are intentionally pressing buttons. People are stirring up waters, intentionally trying to piss you off, and not gonna do nothing. It's like a whole bunch of Karens going on, bro. It's Karens everywhere.
What are the chances? What are the chances that the first day of the Mercury retrograde, they start shooting in a club and 3 people get shot at a Finesse 2Tymes concert? Hey man, to anybody out there, look up Mercury retrograde, and in between these times, be cautious of what you think, what kind of energy you put out there, what you pay attention to. Like I said, if somebody bump you, man, trust me, you can get caught. You can get caught in something with these Mercury retrogrades by any decision you make, by anything. Like, be cautious of how you walk, talk, whatever you do. Be cautious right now. Not saying, you know, the rest of the year is just whatever, but during these times, kind of be cautious, because you'll see a lot of stuff you see and think, you'll see it become reality. And that's a good thing too. That's a good thing too. You could be,
if the energy is positive,
seeds, man, you could be planting great seeds.
Yeah. But if you're a pessimistic motherfucker, that's bad. Some people think the ability to see problems is a gift. That's just a mark of a person with no vision. They can identify a problem with anything. They think that's an intellectual gift. Some people, they're ones who get their eyes off the goal, man. So you gotta stay in tune with the ethers and energy. You might have some good energy going on. I might have some bad energy. You know what I mean? So it's a clash. Good doesn't overwhelm bad. Good is not more powerful than bad. See, like you say, that's why people don't want to talk about racism, because the gatekeepers, they own everything, so they don't want to talk about injustice. You hear me? Because you got to start digging up. You got to start digging up actual stuff. So with that being said, people were being programmed. I say there's guns everywhere. I don't know what else could happen. People gonna get at 50 out of how many states? It's half the states is open carry. No license to carry guns, no type of certification, no cleat certified, nothing. Just if you're 18, you can carry a gun, like the sheriff.
And they just passed the purge law in Chicago. Some other little Yeah. We remember the closing statement. Thursday, make sure everybody tap in. We're bringing back the flowers while they here. Knowledge is key. I will be setting up the whole promotion for that tomorrow for Master P. On New Year's, it was great to see him and Romeo beef. And then from that beef, Romeo actually being with his father on New Year's. They introduced their whole family through the drama. P kept that subtle, and him and his son scratched that. And on top of that, Hershey Miller was the #1 high school prospect. That boy be in the NBA soon. Man, big ups to the Miller family. Master P has definitely done his thing. So, Thursday, we're definitely getting that straight and setting up that why he's here on Master P. But we're gonna have that totally set, but start doing that a different type of way. But man, big ups. Finesse 2Tymes. It's good to see nobody passed at that concert. We hope that man can stay free now, because we know he's on parole. We know a whole lot is work with there. So hey man, the system right now is at a definite, it's at work. So, be cautious of what you pay attention to, how you take things, all this and that. We are in the Mercury retrograde, man, and that's one take, like just 420, man. Matt, what you got for us?
Hey, man. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. The time is now, the past is gone, the future ain't here yet. So, man, we got to be aware of these times that's going on. It's crazy, spontaneous times right now. Anything can pop up. Nowhere you are on this planet, you're safe from death. So keep your head on the swivel. We appreciate y'all pulling up. Y'all could have been anywhere else, but y'all pulled up and y'all fucking with us. One love. Salute.